Good morning students. Today we will solve another question related to income and expenditure account. We are given here the receipts and payment account and we have to convert it into income and expenditure account. So first of all we'll read the question. All the receipts are recorded in the debit side whereas all the payments are recorded in the credit side. In receipt side we start it with the opening cash balance. We are given here the opening cash balance rupees 39,100. Then we are given the subscription here for last year, current year and next year. Then we are given here the sale of newspaper, government grant. Then we are given sale of old furniture, interest on fixed deposit. In the payment side we are given first of all salary, newspaper, electricity bill, fixed deposit, books, rent, furniture, balance of cash. Now we are given certain adjustments here. Subscription outstanding on 31st of March 2012 that was 4,000 and on 31st of March 2013 it was rupees 5,000. Then we are given here outstanding salary on 31st of March 2013 at the end of the year, that is 1200, and rent outstanding was rupees 2400. The club owned furniture worth rupees 30,000 and books worth rupees 14,000 at the beginning of the year on 1st April 2012. Before starting income and expenditure account, we must know that which items will be included and which items will be excluded. Let's see which items will not be included in income and expenditure account. Here we have already marked which items will not be included. You can see here that the capital items are not transferred to the income and expenditure account because they are recorded in balance sheet. See, we are given here income and expenditure account. In income and expenditure account, we record all the expenditures in the debit side. We are given here salary rupees 6,000, outstanding salary will be added. So that is 7,200. Rent we are given 13,600 plus 2,400 is outstanding. So 16,000 rupees. Newspaper we are given 4,100. Electricity bill we are given 2,000, and then we are given in the income side subscription we are given 53,000, and then outstanding subscription for the current year we are given 3,400. You can see here the calculation. Subscription outstanding on 31st of March 2013 was rupees 5,000, whereas last year's outstanding was rupees 4,000, out of which we have received only 2,400. So 1,600 rupees is still outstanding for last year. Then current year's outstanding will be only 3,400. Now sale of newspaper we are given 2,500. Government grants, there is no specific purpose given behind the government grants, so it can be considered as a revenue item. Now we are given here the gain on sale of furniture. We are given the cost and the selling price of furniture. So the difference will be calculated and the gain on sale of furniture will be recorded in the credit side here, 3,400. Now in interest, accrued interest we'll have to calculate here. We are given here that investment we have 40,000 and it is 9% for 9 months. The total amount will be 2,700, out of which we have received already 900, so 1,800 will be accrued interest. Now we have to calculate surplus. Surplus means excess of income over expenditure. So this surplus will be calculated by comparing incomes and expenses. You can see here the balance sheet. In balance sheet all the assets, closing assets are recorded because we are preparing here the balance sheet on 31st of March 2020. Cash balance we are given closing cash balance rupees 22,400. Outstanding subscription on 31st of March 2020 rupees 5,000. Furniture we are given 30,000 rupees. We purchased additional furniture worth rupees 21,000, so it will be 51,000. Then we have sold furniture worth rupees 8,000. So the net amount of the furniture will be 43,000. Books rupees 14,000 we had, and then additional books we have purchased for rupees 21,200. So the total amount of books will be 35,200. We are given here fixed deposit of rupees 40,000 and accrued interest is given as rupees 1,800. So the total amount of fixed deposit will be recorded as 41,800. In liability side we are given salaries rupees 1,200, outstanding rent we are given 2400, advance subscription what we have received for the next year, that will be recorded in the liability side. Then we are given here capital fund 87,100. The calculation is given after this line. Surplus we have already calculated 55,700. The total of both the sides of balance sheet will always remain the same. Let's see the calculation of capital fund. To calculate the opening capital, we record first of all opening cash or bank balance, subscription due as on 31st of March 2012, that was 4,000. Furniture we are given 30,000 and books we are given 14,000. There is no liability on that day, so the total of all these assets will be considered as the capital fund. The assets which we have purchased during the year, they are not included here. Now we are given here the subscription account also. You can see in subscription account, outstanding subscription at the beginning of the year, that is having a debit balance as it is an asset. So the closing balance will be recorded in the credit side. Advance subscription, if we have received, that is a liability. The opening balance will be having a credit balance and the closing balance will be recorded in the debit side. If you have received the subscription, the journal entry you can see bank account debit to subscription. In subscription account will include bank in the credit side, the amount what we have received during the accounting year. Then the amount to be recorded in the income and expenditure account will be recorded in the debit side. Here the next calculation is about gain on sale of furniture. We can see that the difference between the cost price and the selling price is known as the profit or loss. We are given here a furniture costing rupees 8,000 was sold for rupees 11,400. There will be a gain of rupees 3,400. Thank you, students.